Cool. So pretty much we're gonna go over my trade that I took today. Start from the 4 hour time frame. If you guys remember from the start of the week analysis, we were talking about this 4 hour for value gap right here for price to trade into it. Believe that we're gonna get some sort of retracement from here, but we didn't. We kind of stroke. That's kind of gay. We kind of struck through it. That's better. Kind of struck through the 4 hour for value gap instead of reacting off of it. But you can see within here we have POI, which is this 4 hour for value gap right here. Also a sweep of this 4 hour low right here, which in obviously in consequence caused this big move up here. Um, so on the hourly time, wait, so on the 4 hour time frame, we were pretty much bearish just because we broke below this 4 hour low. However, because we had this point of interest right here, also hourly being bullish structure wise, I went for looking for longs here as we brought structure to the upside from the hourly time frame. So pretty much like right here. And I was saying that, cool, we had this hourly order block right here. Let's change, yeah. We had this hourly order block right here. So you can see, boom, we trade up, trade into the order block, we trade back up higher, which gives us like, a good indication that price is likely to trade up higher, on top of structure wise. On the 50-minute time frame, let's go put it straight back a little bit. On the 50-minute time frame, the only thing we had to really worry about was this high being like, a liquidity sweep for it to trade back down lower. And I was saying that if this fair value gets inversed and this order block gets inversed, which we'll mark out in a second, we'll trade it back down lower. However, it did hold on top of equilibrium. Like we did say, well, not really say, saw in the call. On top of like an also a potential hourly sweep within the fair value gap as well. But again, because we have higher time frame points of interest, which is the 4 hour time frame, um, I didn't really believe that price is likely to reverse from here. So our key levels for today was equilibrium of these two fair value gaps like this. So we had golden pocket of it like this right here. Expected price to reverse from this area, but as you know, it's kind of just like sprung right up higher, which is fine. But who remembers our points of interest from this morning? So I got the first two out, which is obviously I draw on liquidity and that order block on the hourly time frame. What else do we have on the 15-minute? Does anyone remember? Let's see, move this up here. Perfect. So we had EQ for value gap order block. So we had an order block like this. You can draw out this. We had an order block right here. We had equilibrium from this low to this high. And we also had a fair value gap. Well, we had two, like one little one down here and one right here. This is our main focus, to be honest. Like this. So essentially, like all I was doing, even on our Zoom call this morning before like it ended, I was just sitting on the 50-minute time frame, just waiting. Because like I know as soon as market opens, a lot of people are like on the lower time frames, like maybe seeing, sweep, internal sweep, breaker structure, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna look for a long after we've got inverse right here. Whereas like if you just sit back a little bit, sit on the 50-minute time frame, wait for your points of interest to show you that hey, we're likely to go up. It works out better in your favor, to be honest. So you see with that EQ right here. So that's when I'm on the lower time frames because that's a good point of interest for us. So we take EQ, which is good. So now I'm on the lower time frames right here. I go ahead and move this like that, and then move this. Actually, no, we're gonna put this here. Bottom pocket. Bomb. There we go. All right, cool. So waiting. Price touched the order block. So the first thing I saw, and I was gonna enter off of it was it wasn't off this candle. It was mainly this inverse right here. And this breaker structure, like from this candle right here. But I just didn't know like how to put my lot sizes on properly with the new trading platform. So on my trading platform, I have like a max lot size, which I didn't know of. So I tried to enter my normal max size using securities.io, but it wouldn't work. So I missed this entry. Did anyone take this? Like candle close above these two fair value gaps, break a to the upside, stop just under the inverse. Did anyone look for this? And then target and higher? Anyone see this entry here? Nah, I missed it because of work. That's also good. It's all good. Seen it though. Yeah, it was a valid entry to be honest. But I missed this and I seen it spring up a little bit higher. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm definitely not gonna long up here. And I must stop down there because it doesn't make any sense. So what I did next was I drew out this fair value gap right here. Sorry. Yeah, I drew out this fair value gap right here. Wait for the reaction. I was gonna end off this bullish candle, but I wanted to wait for internal sweep of this low. So I was waiting for like my final entry, which is obviously the internal sweep. Get it ever so slightly of this low right here within the fair value gap, which is again highly more confidential than just entering off the fair value gap, which is nothing wrong with it. It's just more confidential to wait for like an internal sweep. So boom, you see we cannot close past this low, so we delete this. Boom, we doji and then big bullish candle right here. So usually again when I enter, I wait 5 seconds, which is my rule. So I seen this candle, but it's blue on my broker or green, whatever. I wait 5 seconds, so I was waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much entered on the break of structure from here, from this high. So you can see my confluences are literally mainly now. Um, boom, my point of interest, which is equilibrium, fair value gap, which is my point of interest as well. I got inverse fair value gap right here, break of structure to the upside, reaction from the fair value gap, internal sweep. What do we have right here on top of that? What do we have right here? Order block, perfect. So now I have like a bunch of confluences to work off of. So I literally pretty much longed right here. I have my stop literally just underneath the fair value gap and just targeted my draw. I didn't close out here. Instead, I closed out here. My R wasn't that high though. It was like 1 to 3, so just like this. Yeah, perfect. So this is pretty much my entry. I could have like got something a little bit better if I just waited a little bit. For example, like you're gonna see like internal sweep within the fair value gap. Like I could have waited for that. But obviously it's hindsight because it's already happened. But that was pretty much like my execution for today. Um, the only thing is like I didn't just use like the 1 minute time frame and the 15. If you look on the 5 minute time frame as well, you can see that we also tap this 5 minute fair value gap. So we have a breaker structure to the upside. Actually, first, let me restart. First, we tap the order block, internal sweep on the 5 minute time frame, break of structure to the upside, creating a 5 minute bullish order block, right? Price trades up higher, taps within the 5 minute fair value gap. Then we got the lower time frame confirmations right here to enter to our long positions. So I have like literally like a bunch of confluences to execute rather than just like glue onto the 1 minute time frame, if you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that was pretty much my execution as you guys all know as well. It kind of literally just kind of springs up way, way higher than here, but that's fine. Like I'm happy with like my execution, you know. So um that was pretty much my trade. Does anyone have any questions before I move on to you guys? Makes sense. Thank you, bro. No questions. Cool. Took the same entry master. Okay, yo, the YouTube's gonna see this, fam. Like, the YouTube can't see this side of the Discord. Yeah, you on 4K now, buddy. Oh man. You able to do New York on that? Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. So yeah, if you didn't take this execution, that's fine. Um, there was literally like many ways you could have executed beforehand. First one obviously being the reaction from this. Obviously, again, hindsight, but it's obviously our strategy and how we execute. Internal, not internal, inverse with value gap, breaker structure. Boom. First entry, or sorry, not this. First entry, second entry, third, and then last fourth for this bring up higher. But yeah, hopefully this all makes sense to you guys. And I also wanted to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers as well to the YouTube. So hopefully they appreciate this trade recap. I'm gonna end this here.